Welcome, Gemini, to 12th House Tarot Reading. My name is Mouse. I am your host, and this is a general reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising for the week of August 19 to 25, 2024. How are you? Welcome back. I was sitting here and preparing for this reading and just got tickled pink. I am so thrilled. You all got me over 100 subscribers. It's awesome. Happy to be part of this. And looking forward to more people joining the family and being part of this group. As I've said before, it's not a competition, it's a community. So thanks for stopping in my house and saying hi and giving a listen. Gemini, what is going on for you, my friends, my twins? Last week's reading was entitled An Inside Job. You were living on purpose. No, you were living your purpose. Something like that. It's an inside job. What do you think of that, Gemini? Truth. It doesn't matter. Everything's an inside job. Hello. Page of Swords wants to jump out. Get back in there. Get back in there. We'll see if that shows up again later. So we do a past, present, and future spread here, my friends. Obviously, my interpretation of what the cards are saying. Plug and play what you need. I will do my best to cover all bases, Gemini. If you hear the fan going on in the back, I apologize if that's a nuisance. That is toasty in the apartment today. My girlfriend says you got to do window management, so closing all the south-facing shades with darkening curtains and only opening windows where the breeze might be coming in, but not the hot air, whatever. It's truth, though. So, hello. Let's get my act together. Let's do one more shuffle and cut the deck and do this, Gemini. What are we waiting for? It's already 2 minutes in, and I got no cards. Come on, mouse. Let's go. Show me my cards. Here we go. Ooh, interesting. I don't know why. We just pull from the top of the deck if you haven't been here before, and we just go from there. Each card, past, present, future. This one's been coming a lot. This Eight of Wands has come up a lot for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. So if you have that in your chart, consider looking at that, watching as that as well. I consider these like the chapter heads, and then we go into each chapter and see what they have to say in detail. So we have a victory sitting here. We've got, with the Six of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles, I think this is just a prudent time for everyone to just chill out and hold your money and don't go spending things willy-nilly. And if you have to cut back on eating out this week or the rest of this month, then do so. And just use that money to go buy your groceries and just cook your food. I find it personally really satisfying to cook for myself and for others, so might be the Italian in me. So manja, right? But that's an example, right? So just consider that. That's what I'm going to say there. All right. Pardon me, I just got distracted by my own notes. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior. They've gone through the gauntlet. They're out on the other end. They have all their faculties with them. They have all this huge skill set with them. And I feel like this propels people into some forward movement of like a better version of themselves is what I want to say. Utilizing all your skills. Excuse me, I gotta get a sip of water. And yes, I muted the microphone for that. Let's come back over here. Wow, we have a victory. And I can see the card already in my hand. We have the tower. There's a tower moment happening for you, Gemini. So something is changing in a huge way. You might be, this is not normally leaving a situation with the Five of Swords. It's definitely a defeat. Maybe this is you, the victor, and not the victim. Wow, another five of wands. What are we at odds at, my friends? What are we at odds at? Now what's come to me is, because we started with this victory card, and it's reminding me of the Olympiad who had to return her medal. I don't know the details of it, but she had the bronze medal, and there was something or another, and she had to return the medal. And I feel like that's giving me that vibe here, Gemini. But you do have 2 5s. Don't know if that matters to you at all. But there's a huge tower moment. I feel like you are at odds with somebody or something. Something is changing and shifting. We might get some clarifiers on this one right here, because, buddy, oh boy, there's huge confrontation and conflict happening here. I hope you're okay. Which would make sense to just retreat and keep your money to yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if things like the Hermit or the Hangman showed up here, or something, or the Eight of Cups. So we'll see. I don't know. You saw me shuffle, so we'll see what happens. We've got the King of Cups. So, I mean, he's a generous, kind-hearted king, but also there's a lot of potential with this. So let's keep going. Okay, the Devil feels checks, and then the Two of Wands. All right. So I am being reminded right now. I just was at my barber, and we have deep conversations sometimes. And he was confiding in me that his brother hangs out with some questionable people. And he's only 25. So the majority of you watching this are like 35 and over, according to the algorithm. And I say this because it reminded me of what's the statement that's coming up is who is your company, right? I can tell a person's character by the company they keep. So make sure that if you are trying to make a decision, go off on your own, take that what you need and move forward, that you're not letting someone else infiltrate and manipulate your mind and what you're doing here. All right, Gemini? I feel that it's really time to set up boundaries, be really stern, have consequences laid out, and you have to follow through with them. All right, my friend? Follow through. If somebody crosses the line, bam, sorry, you're cut off. That you knew the consequences. You knew if you did X, Y, and Z, I would block your number. So don't be surprised when I do. You act like people just act so surprised. Like, oh, but it was just a joke, or whatever it was. Whatever it was. It's like, no. I value my time. I valued our relationship. I valued our friendship, and I said I don't like X, Y, and Z, and you went and did it. So obviously you don't have the same values as I do. So I'm going to go now and save face, even if I have to be without friends for the next year. Oh my God, your sanity, safety, peace of mind is worth it, my friends. It is worth it to cut people off just to get your foundation back. Oh, so many times I've been in relationships that were toxic, and it just was like, once I got out, I was like, oh, this is what water tastes like. This is what air smells like. This is what being at peace feels like. And it's amazing when that wave comes over you after toxic situations. Like your adrenals can finally relax, and like I could envision the days, because as much as my life is good right now, I still struggle and whatever with some internal demons and things that worry me. But more so than not, there is this wave of contentment and joy and happiness. Like, oh, All is well, and I'm so safe right now. I feel so at ease. And I just feel like it's the adrenals just going, whew, we get to relax now. And it's such a lovely feeling, and I wish that for you, Gemini, wherever you are on your journey. It is so worth it. It is worth hanging up, season, reason, lifetime. Take that friendship, put it aside, be like, you know what? Not serving me. This is not healthy. I deserve better. I deserve to get what I'm asking for. Thank you. I'm moving on. So we're taking, I could see why the wounded warrior showed up, all tattered and torn, taking their priorities, their gifts, their talents and skills, and moving over here. Oops, little mousy. Isn't that cute? All right. I think so. Whatever. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Here we go. Wow, okay, Queen of Pentacles. She's saying you're safe, you're grounded, you're set, you're good. Come over here. It's better over here. Oh, good. Look at this. You get the star. You get the star, and you get to go within and have your self-realization and your healing. Oh, this is what I'm talking about, friends. And the Page of Swords, of course, the Page of Swords shows up. It's a new beginning, and do you see the character just like looking back, like it's almost when you just have a flinch response to something or someone or a noise or whatever. The Page of Pentacles the Page of Swords is looking back like what was that? What was that? And that's fine. That's going to happen for a minute. Don't worry about it. But you're definitely coming out of this coming week in a better place, as long as we can maintain that and really seriously cut the fat, cut the dead weight, get rid of toxic people. And you're like, but I live with them. I'm like, well, then make an exit strategy. I remember in my early 20s being in a relationship that was extremely volatile. The person was an abusive alcoholic, so trigger warning if that's a thing for you. And I'm not going to go into detail, but I can say this, that we were both on a lease, and I wasn't making enough to break a lease and pay 2 rents. I was 22 years old, and I befriended somebody and invited them over, and they looked at me, after meeting my partner at the time. And when my partner went upstairs, turned to me and said, why are you in this relationship? What are you doing? You need to get out of this. I mean, and that was first meeting. That was first meeting in the middle of the day on a weekend. The person hadn't been drinking yet, right? And I'm just like, holy shit. And I looked at them and I said, can you help me? And we had to make a plan because my lease wasn't up until May, and this was like September, October. So that December, I asked for new things for Christmas. My own pots and pans, my own dish set, my own, a new bed, a new bedroom set, whatever it was. And when I started getting these things for my family, the person asked, why do... I was like, maybe we just need some new stuff. It would be nice to have some new stuff around. Whatever. Who cares if we have 2 sets of whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then come May, when my lease was up, I had already told my landlord on the down low, like, I'm not renewing. I'm getting out. I need to get out. And that same friend who helped me recognized that and said, you have options. And it's not to say that those 6 months or 8 months weren't volatile and uncomfortable, because they were. But I was able to do it. I made a plan. I had people in my corner to figure it out, and just kept my eye on the prize, found the apartment. My friend, we got a van or a truck or something, loaded that shit up, and hightailed it out. And good riddance. Done and done, right? You can do it. I know you can. There's services available. This may be very specific to some people and not resonating with all the Geminis. Also good information to have in case you have a friend in need. Like, it can be done, all right? Let's see what's on the bottom. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So it feels like the garden is here. Life will get easier. Let's do an oracle card of the Wisdom of the Hidden Realm by Colette Baron Reed. Here's the box. Alright, I haven't put that in my description yet, but I will. Let's see if we can't get a overarching theme or a card for Gemini for this reading. An overarching message for Gemini. And if the card, how the card presents to me is how I will read it, whether it's considered an ally or a challenge. So if something pops out, it's how it looks to me. And everything here is upside down to me, so I can tell you what's going on. Just a little backstory. Thanks for your patience. It's 15 minutes in. I do have the gift of gab. I apologize if that's too much for you. If you made it this far, thanks. Consider liking and subscribing. Let's go for Gemini, my guides, my helping spirits. Let's do this. What is the over? Give them Gemini a message. And over. I'm just kind of feeling into it and feeling what the card might be. It feels like that one. The Eagle King. Big picture. Angelic help. Love it. Number 12. I love this card. I love this card. I'll hold it up for you in a second. I'm opening up the book so I can read to you. It did show up as an ally. Alright. I know, it's so long. I love this artwork. They've done such a stellar job here. Ally. Okay, the Eagle King. The Eagle King is a sign that your highest destiny is within reach. You're on the right path now, even if you can't see where you're going. The Eagle King soars high above the mountains and valleys of life and is able to see the big picture when you seem to be lost in a bit of a fog. He makes a formidable ally as he takes your prayers up towards the sun and releases them to the divine. They will be answered for the highest good of all. It's a fortunate omen when the Eagle King decides to be your ally. So go ahead, take a screenshot, put this card on your phone, lean into this, call upon him to help you. Again, Gemini, there's a lot going on for you, and I know you can get through this. It's just a matter of your diligence, standing your ground, playing it smart, playing it cool, doing what you need to do for you, and setting those boundaries. I'm holding space for you, sending you a ton of love and Reiki. I know you got this. So, that being said, take care of yourself, be gentle, and I will see you next week.